Hi everyone, I'm Ellie Stevens, the Education Coordinator for Forest Park Forever. This week on Branching Out, we're talking about seed dispersal.
Seed dispersal is a very important part of a plant's life cycle because seeds need access to light, water, and nutrients to grow. Dispersal is the process by which things are moved or distributed across a wide area. So seed dispersal is that same process, but how seeds get moved across or distributed across a wide area. Like this grass here, you can see that these seeds are ripening and they're ready to grow new plants. Today I'm going to introduce you to a really special plant in our park that has a really interesting way that its seeds are dispersed. Let's go find it. I'm standing here on the boardwalk near Steinberg Skating Rink in the Nature Reserve in Forest Park. As I look over the boardwalk, one thing I notice are these big round fuzzy stems and seed pods. And these belong to a Swamp Rose Mallow, which is a species of hibiscus. People love hibiscus for its flowers and often use it to make tea. They grow from these stalks out of the water here. Back in the summer, think July and August, this plant was in beautiful full bloom and it was being visited by pollinators like hummingbirds or butterflies and bees. When the flower wilts at the end of the summer, the petals will fall off of it. During that time, the seeds are forming inside of this fuzzy seed pod here. And as those flower petals are falling down, that means that the seed pod at the top is getting ripe and the seeds are getting ready to fall down and be dispersed into the waterway. I'm going to pick this one because I can see that it's starting to open and it's getting ready. These fuzzy seed pods are made from 5 wedges. And inside of these wedges, these little seeds are growing inside. If I flip this over, you can see that there are 5 special leaves that are growing underneath the seed pod to help protect it as it was developing. The seeds, if you look at them, they might look smooth, but if we zoom in really close with a microscope, these seeds actually have a bumpy texture to them to help protect the seed as it makes its journey around the waterway. And these seeds have a hard outer shell and they're buoyant, which means they can float. This is the size of them. They're pretty tiny. As I approach the waterway, I'm noticing that there's some more rosemallow plants right here. And these plants are getting ready to open up and drop their seeds right down into the water, like I'm about to drop this seed to show you. We talked about how it's buoyant. Let's see how it floats. There it is. So this seed is going to float on top of the waterway, and the waterway will move it along throughout the park until it finds the perfect spot for it to take root and grow new swamp rosemallow plants in the spring. As I'm looking over the boardwalk, I notice how this rosemallow plant is really leaning forward over the water, and that means it's getting ready to drop those seeds into the water so it can disperse them along. Rosemallow is a special kind of plant that grows back every year. So even as the plant doesn't look like it's growing, its roots are still in the soil. They're holding in right along the water here, and it's going to grow back up every year. It's really important too because it provides habitat for animals that live near the water. You can find Swamp Rose Mallow all around Forest Park's waterways or anywhere else where the soil would be wet and swampy. I'm noticing these around here, like we said, by their fuzzy seed pods at the top of them, but they also have these tall, woody stems, these stalks that are growing, and you can see some of them are even taller than I am. So that's another helpful indicator when trying to look for this plant. You can possibly find it around your neighborhood too if you live in an area that has sticky, swampy soil. One time I noticed rosemallow near a shopping plaza by my home.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. We hope you enjoyed branching out with us and learning more about seed dispersal and Swamp Rose Mallow. You can find this plant all over the park. If you want to find the spot that we explored today, you'll just head to the trails north of the Steinberg Ice Skating Rink. We'll be posting new videos and more great content in our online nature classroom every week, so we hope you visit again soon. Thanks. See you next time.